Hey everybody, this is John, host of Mgtow is Freedom. Join me in a big toast to saying, I have the penis. I gotta tell you, there's nothing like a fine scotch at the end of the day, just to sit down and relax. I was talking to my son earlier about how young men, they want to party and get drunk. It's because it's new and exciting and they want to be little rebels, but when you start appreciating a drink for its flavor and taking the time to relax, it's very much like being Mgtow, right? The world out there is after you and they got their hands up your ass as much as they can, just messing with you. But as Mgtow, you blow all that stuff off and you live as a man the way you want to live, right? That's what the scotch is like, right? You're just going to enjoy it. You're going to live it and enjoy it the way you like. Ooh, okay. So what is this deal with women on, Mgtow channels? Pete made a comment on a video I just did a couple of days ago. And I called him Pistol Pete in the response. Pete, I can't remember your last name, but I probably wouldn't use it if that was your real name. But Pistol Pete, he says, what's the deal with all these women on here? And a lot of video producers have covered this, but I think I can cover it in a unique Mgtow is Freedom kind of way. Right? Women that come here, they think it's a man-rich environment and they're going to get some attention. Typically, they get attention, especially, in all cases, when they attack, they get some attention, right? When they pretend to be Nawalt, they get attention. And Nawalt is not all women are like that. They say, but I'm different. And I do believe in the mystical unicorn. But, there's a lot of wolves in unicorns' clothing. Right? So they think they're going to get a lot of attention. Some want to really attack, and I know some are here just trying to learn and figure it out. And I really believe they're here to learn and figure it out. But not necessarily for the right reasons. They're interested in covering their own ass and protecting their hides and continuing to live off of men's hard work, right? While not really caring about the men. And for all those women out there that really give a shit about men and they still want to be taken care of by one, you better keep doing your jobs the right way, because there's the door. The door is never more than 20 feet away. Okay? A lot of reasons, I think, or another reason that I think a lot of women come to Mgtow channels is they want to be abused. They I know it seems weird, right? It seems almost counterintuitive. Who wants to be abused? They want to be abused. They want to be told they're naughty bitches and rotten whores, right? They want to be disciplined. They want to be spanked. And so they come here and they just get the shit kicked out of them. And they get some sort of sick satisfaction out of that. And that's fine, right? There you go. You want to come here? Men are going to vent on you when you say and do some stupid shit, right? Another thing I think that is really wrong, right, with these women that come here is they know that men have had it. Fucking had it. And so they try defending the feminist propaganda. They try reasoning with men, with Mgtow. And we've had it. There's no more reasoning with us. You cannot explain away all the damage that feminists have done to men. You can't explain away and you can't justify the destruction of the family, of children, and of men, because women want to have their rights and then abuse the fuck out of them. You can't abuse your right, right? Because you're not really exercising a right. You're using a system, the judicial system, and then also the social system, the social nature of humans, right? And playing on their sympathies by saying, oh, there's a rape culture, and there's a income gap, and there's this, and there's that. And then you get to court, and women want to claim that men are abusing their children physically and mentally, and that the family's scared. And I think the Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie thing that's going on right now has been a prime example of how a woman uses a man and then tries to destroy him when she decides that she wants to leave, and lies about him wholesale. Women are trying to justify that here, right? They want this movement stopped, so they're coming to many of the other channels, the Mgtow channels. I don't see a whole lot of them on here. Maybe it's because they see my face and they're more afraid of that. I don't know. You know, the ones that are a little more anonymous, where they don't show their faces, maybe they get more attention, and maybe it's just because those are bigger channels, and they're going to get more attention because of that. I know that feminists, I know that fake Nawalts, right? The ones that say not all women are like that. They're coming here to learn what it is we're talking about so they can work their way around it. They're spying. They're doing counter-vagina measures. They want to come up with a way to get under our skin, to shame us, and that's a really important thing here. Typically, let me just draw a little situation. 2 or 3 boys, say they're in high school. They've got a hustler. They've got a Playboy or a Penthouse. You know, back when they were good and they were full nudity. What is it? Playboy doesn't show nudity anymore? I don't even know, because, you know, who needs to buy Playboy for porn? It's free on TV and the computers. Anyways, I'm digressing. If 3 boys are looking at a hustler and a woman walks up and she'll shame them, oh my God, you guys are talking about that and looking in like that, and it's so degrading to women, and they shame the men. They believe that their mere presence shames men, and therefore they should always shame men when they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. That men should respect women. Men should never respect women as women. That is a fallacy that was created. You know, this whole respectable woman thing, it was started a long time ago by the early first wave feminists, and then second wave as well, that women, respectable women exist. That's what they used to destroy prostitution. That's what they used to destroy manhood in the early stages, was by making men think, ooh, yeah, I guess I should respect women. No. If there are men about, even young boys looking at a penthouse, a woman has no right to enter that forum, be it a bar or a private club or even a group of men having lunch or talking on the side of the sidewalk. They should stay out of it and mind their own fucking business. But what they do is they intercede. They step in and demand that they be obeyed. Right? So that's what these women are doing on our MIG channels. They're stepping in and going, you should be ashamed of yourself. Listen to our story. Ignore what the guy on the camera is saying. Right? You aren't free. You need to want us back, and you should be ashamed of yourself for talking about women like that. You should be ashamed of yourself for not believing the mainstream crap, right? The social paradigm, as it were, the status quo of feminism and gynocentrism is correct. So they argue to convince you, to get you to return to the flock, to get back into the pen with the other idiot sheep. But Mgtow realize, no, the answer is no. All we have to do is say no. We can say fuck you bitch too, but mostly we can just say no. Not going to have it. Right? Not going to play that game with you anymore. You don't own me. You don't own my mind. You don't own my behavior. You can't demand me to perform as you specify. Women don't like that, and they're here on Mgtow trying to convince us to go back to the way it was. Trying to say not all women are like that. Trying to say you should be ashamed of yourself. They're trying to learn what we're doing. They're trying to get attention from us. And they're also, right, they're also here, and that causes the white knights to come here with them. And there's a few of these white knights, and I'm going to call them women because they're not using their penises, right? Which is another thing women do. Oh, you're thinking with your dick, right? I'm a guy. We have dicks. We think with them to a degree. But guess what, bitches? You have capitalized on men thinking with their penises. But that's another video. Okay. So that's what women are doing here, right? They're trying all of their tricks. And if they consider Mgtow to be the biggest threat to the sexual social paradigm of feminism, then they're going to throw all they can at us. They're going to test market their bullshit against us. But they're going to find out they are ruined, right? They're destroyed. They're unacceptable to us. We now have an alternative way to think of relationships, an alternative way to think of women, because we have been hurt by the current system, and therefore we reject it and we make our own. That is a man going his own way. That is a movement about men going their own way. You know, and I resisted a long time doing these videos and starting this channel. You know, I had to think about it a long time. Do I want to get involved in this? Do I want to share my ideas and my concepts? Do I want to share my presentation style? And finally, I just couldn't resist. I had to jump in here because I enjoy the challenge, right? Stepping up to the challenge. So, I mean, it's really important to understand what these women are doing here. And while some may be good intentioned, they may have very negative results. But I think above all else, they reveal themselves to us. They reveal their weakness. They reveal their insecurities. And yes, they're insecure. They reveal that they're threatened by us. That's right, they're threatened by us. They don't want us to tell anyone, right? It's that dirty little secret. Mgtow is our culture's dirty little secret that the feminists don't want to get out. The dirty secret is that we tell the truth, and we tell the facts, and we lay it out in a way that is understandable, that is repeatable, right? And that can spread. And the more men are damaged by women, the more men will reject the current system, and they'll come up with another one. You know, and I'm hoping for a social revolution through it. And the way we can guarantee that is to live it, love it, learn it, and share it. So click the share button down there. Share it with all the men you know, whether they're young or old, single or married. Right? Whether they're about to get married, especially those guys, you know, they're in for a world of fucking hurt that they don't understand if they're not Mgtow. And if there are Mgtow, they better have their fucking ducks in a row. I could do a really technical video on the non-grantor irrevocable trust and how to put your property into that so that or it could even be a grantor style trust, but you give up ownership but retain control of the property, and it cannot be taken from you. It's unlike a revocable trust. An irrevocable trust is a very powerful legal instrument, and you either got to have gone to law school or worked in the trades like I have, or you have to pay an attorney. But it is a irrevocable trust. It is and you grant your property to the trust, and anything that is donated to the trust, you can continue to put money in it, assets, and it cannot be revoked. Even by court order, it is irrevocable. And once that property and those assets are transferred into it, you can no longer be held liable in court for their contents, right? That is, a woman cannot sue you, even in family court, to take your stuff. But that might be another video. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to have to do that one. All right, guys. Thanks for hitting fan funding, the support button. Thanks for clicking on my sponsors. You guys are doing a great job buying me high-quality scotches and cigars. God bless you all. Semper Fi, and I have the penis. You guys be cool.